Hi and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Sunday, and so I figured let's try out, I just skipped a bunch of words. Let's try out some makeup that I bought and I haven't used yet. So you're coming along for the ride if you stay tuned. Earrings are adorable, are they not? And I don't know her website. I'm going to try to find out because I didn't buy them on the website. She was a vendor at a market down in Beaufort, North Carolina, and she has amazing wood jewelry. I bought a pair of tooth earrings, like molars. They're not real, they're wooden. These pretzels, and then I bought this pin. This is controversial in that, what do you call this where you're from? When you take a piece of toast or bread and you hollow out the middle and you crack an egg in it and you cook it. What is that called? We call it, meaning we, my husband, Mr. Mugwump, calls this a pirate egg. I don't know why. The young lady at the stall, this is her piece of jewelry, she calls this egg in a basket. So she said somebody else calls it a toad in the hole. What do you call that where you're from? Anyway, I think it's the cutest pin in the whole world, so I'll figure out where I'm going to pin that. T-shirt is a fox from Torrid, I think. And I finally found my size in the Walmart, like, stretchy jegging things. Finally found my size because it's totally different than I anticipated. So I'm wearing those today. They also at Walmart, I went to Walmart for the first time, like, in months again, yesterday. Bought a couple things we're going to use today. But I went through the clothing section and they didn't have a very big, like, fat people size, which is my size. But they still had some. So lots of dresses, and they were okay, but they don't beat out, like, my Old Navy dresses, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of them I found were like, ooh, I need that. But I really wanted to find the stretchy jeggings that are, like, just super comfortable and with a stretchy waistband. And they had them in shorts. So I got a couple of pair of jean shorts, but with super stretchy waistbands. So I am not a shorts wearer, likely because I never found any that were comfortable, but these seem to be comfortable. So if you are looking for that, check out ye old Walmart. Again, I never go there, but I went there yesterday. So happy to go. Okay, let's start makeup because I just picked random things. They don't go together at all, but we're going to use them. This is the She Glam Birthday Skin Primer. And yeah, I haven't even touched it yet, so I have no idea what kind of primer we're talking here. Okay, it's real thin. Okay. My face is super moisturized today because I did a face mask in the bathtub this morning. Tried out my Shop Miss A Rainbow Bath Bomb. Took a picture of it and put it on the Instagram just for fun. So if you want to see what that thing looks like while it's emitting rainbows, go look at that. Actually, this is kind of nice. It feels like the Tarte one that comes in a little tub. What's that thing called? I can't remember. But it's quite nice. That's nice. Not mattifying, obviously, but not bad. I placed yet another order with She Glam or on Shein for beauty stuff. They have a new balm, a new foundation balm, and I can't stop trying those. So I got a couple of shades, and it'll be here in like 6 to 10 months. Sometimes it takes a while, but let's go ahead and do an eye base. This is not new, but this is ye old P. Louise in 01. This is the Rumor Eye Base in 01. Let me find my brush. It is, let's see, I had my surgery on Wednesday. I had oral surgery. So I had a gum graft on Thursday. Nope, Wednesday, but late afternoon. So I am able to use a straw now, which is fabulous. So if you haven't ever heard of a gum graft or known anyone that had one, I'd never even heard of such a thing. When my dentist told me I probably needed one, shout out to my dentist for choosing new ways to torture me. She was right though. So I got, you can have a graft of your own gum tissue, or buckle up for this, a cadaverous tissue. I didn't get a choice because I probably would have chose the dead people just for the experience. But my periodontist, who is the professional who did my gum graft, took some tissue from my soft palate up in the roof of my mouth and then sutured it onto my gum where I was losing gum. Gum tissue doesn't regenerate like around your teeth. It doesn't come back. It doesn't grow back. So you would have to have some intervention in that process. So anyway, and my gum recession was caused by, so you know, like in your, I'm just teaching you all the things today. Sorry. Trigger warning, mouth. So in your mouth you have a frenulum, like a piece of skin that connects your lip to your gum. You also have it underneath your tongue that connects it down. There's several on your body. And they are formed quite early in the womb. And mine was formed and connected to my gums very high up. And because of the use of my mouth, you know, when you talk, your lip, you know, pulls away from your teeth some. It had pulled the gum from both sides of the frenulum on my two front bottom teeth. So that is the reason why I had gum recession. So he also lowered that frenulum some. So I have, it's the sutures and all are dissolving here as we speak. And then on the roof of my mouth, I have a delightful missing chunk of tissue. Welcome to hell. I had 2 procedures in 2 weeks, but they were both necessary. I am healing from both of them, and I'm so grateful for all of you for all your good words, your prayers, your juju, all of that, your vibes. I appreciate it. So if I'm talking a little weird, it's still a little odd. Okay, we are going to use a product that I know is not going to work, but I want to try it anyway. So I purchased this at Target. This is the Thread Face It Complexion Stick. I got the lightest shade they sold. This is the light cool in 10. All right, Spain, Taiwan. This is too dark. I'm sure of it, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to try it anyway. What could happen? What could go wrong? Now I'm curious, should I use, let's use a brush to start blending. And this is ye old e.l.f. powder brush. And you're like, Leanne, it's the old one. Why would you use a powder brush for this? Because it's the best blender in the whole world. Okay, all right, hold on now. Don't get too excited. We're gonna go real gently around my chin, by the way. So we're not gonna aggressively blend there. Okay, it's not terrible. I think I can wear, I mean, it's Sunday, so I'm doing what I want anyway. But I wanted to try it. I believe that this is a Black-owned beauty brand, which I'm super excited for those to be in stores at Target. I bought this a while ago. I hauled this a while ago, and I went digging in my stuff I haven't tried yet basket. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I don't know. It's blending really lovely. Mr. Mugwump is out painting our front porch. He pressure washed it a while back, and some paint was, it's not quite perfect, but we might, you know, sorry, 2 different thoughts in my head at one time, and you're getting both. One thing at a time. we could use a lighter foundation stick in conjunction with this to like draw stripes and put the lighter one in between so that this one, you know, we can make it work. Okay, I'll be quiet while I do this. Okay, not as good blending there. Let me tell you about the new sponge. I actually went through and chucked the 2 sponges that I had, which were both Real Technique sponges, and this sponge was sent to me. I think for my birthday, I think, by one of y'all. This is the DSMD shop, and it says it's by Dark Skinned Makeup Daily. This is the softest sponge in the world. I just pulled it today because, again, it's one I wanted to use and I hadn't gotten to it yet. Oh my goodness. And when I tell you it is soft, oh my goodness. It's like nothing I've ever felt. It's so soft. I actually am not terribly mad at this foundation at all. It looks like skin. It's just not quite my skin tone. But I would be, I mean, maybe if they made a 0-0, we could probably talk, right? Or if I mixed it with a lighter foundation stick, which I do that frequently. If I've got one, they're not quite the same, either of them aren't quite the same, the right color, I'll stripe it on and then buff it out, and it works really well that way. For today, for Sunday, this is going to work. That is a lovely, lovely coverage. It's not, it totally toned down my red. It is light coverage and I like it. If the tone matched me better, I would go for, you know, I'd see if it was buildable. But if I built this, you would see even more apparently that the tone is not right. Also, in the camera, I look more yellow than I do in real life. I don't know what that's about. I say camera, it's my iPhone, and we are low tech around here. But have you tried this? Has anybody gotten a shade that works for them? Thread. Have you tried anything else from them? It's not bad though, it's beautiful. Like the finish is really pretty. I like that a lot. This 10 out of 10. Wow, that's nice. That is so nice. All right, I don't think I have a new concealer, which is actually not a bad thing. Let me see what I got down here. Hold on, let's get the bag of tricks. This is my llama basket. I got these from Aldi. Are they not? Like they were last year, but honey, if you can get it, get it. Oh, okay, I definitely want to use one of these. Hold on, I'm digging through my bag of tricks here. Here we go. Here's a new concealer. It's just sitting down there. This is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Radiance Concealer. It's got medium coverage, and we'll use the light one in here. It was probably too dark, but you know, what are we even about today? It's Sunday, which means you can wear makeup that's too dark for you. I don't know who made that rule, but we just got to abide by it. I haven't tried a Morphe concealer, I don't think ever, so I'll work on blending un momento. This was more of a yellow. This one is light 4, so they likely have a 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if that's true or not, but logic. Man, that's soft. That is the squishiest squishy I've ever felt. Okay, so that's actually quite nice. Look at us go. That's not bad at all. I want to see what other shades they have, but that is not bad at all, kids. Oh, as I throw that on the floor. Sorry. Let's try the AOA Studio Top Secret Concealer in one of the dark shades for contour, or contour. It's like really bronzer, contour, bronzer, whatever. The Taylor mentioned this in one of her recent videos that she uses this, so I went and bought it. It's $1 or $1.55. I can't remember which. It's one of those. How are we gonna put it on? It's a teeny tiny little pot, but that will work, I think. This is the shade Amber. I got 2 shades. This is the one I just pulled out first. I don't know. Oh, so anyway, Mr. Mugwump power washed the porch and a lot of paint came off. It's the first time he's power washed it since we've lived in this house. And so it was due for a zhuzh, that old porch. So it's not a very big porch. So we got paint and all the accoutrement, and so he went and worked a little bit on the structure this morning, nailing some things back in and all that jazz. Oh, so we had birds that lived on our porch that had babies, house finches, and the fledglings have left. So he was waiting until the babies moved out before he did any work, because he's the nicest man on earth. Anywho, the babies moved out, so he's good to go. So that's what he's doing this morning, is he's outside painting and sanding and doing all the things. We also bought a bird bath yesterday with like a solar powered bubbler, and I'm just enjoying my yard. I'm really enjoying my yard. That's not bad, kids. I don't know if the tone is right, but that's actually not bad at all. I've used that concealer before in my shade, like as concealer, but never used a darker shade for bronzer. But that is not bad at all, and it's so small. Like that a lot. Cool. All right, let's powder, and then we'll get to the other parts of our face. Now, I don't know. Let's use the e.l.f. camo, and under the eyes we'll use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, because it's right here in front of me. I need to clean my vanity. You've heard me say this 1 bajillion times, and today is no different. But I've got to put some stuff away that I hauled, and I also I need to get ready for a video coming this week, which is guest starring someone lovely in my life, and I want them to have somewhere to be able to sit. So that is going to be the challenge, is getting my vanity tidied up yet again, and because it's just been so messy lately, but it is what it is. You know how we do over here. All right, so there's the Laura Mercier under eye. Here's the e.l.f. camo in Fair 120N. And this bad boy is wonderful. I've got a looser brush for less concentrate, but still, if you plop it down like I just did, you're going to get, you know, more. So put your brush down where you're okay with more coverage, and then go from there. I also could have used an even fluffier brush, but I didn't. And lightly go over where. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it is. Okay, let's do a little bit on the chin. We're being just really, really careful for the chin part of my face today, but that's okay. All right, love it. That's a really nice product. If you haven't tried it, I would recommend that. Highly recommend that. Okay. I have a new, it's not, I mean, I've hauled it a while back, but I haven't used it yet. This is the Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter Bronzer Palette. I probably have every one of these shades in a different format, But here we are. I mean, we have the light, excuse me, the sunset, and endless summer. I am itching. It's going to be a great day. So let's start with light. See, that's dark enough for us. We don't got to go any darker, but you know we will at some point. I'm so sorry. This has a lot of fragrance. Gosh, that's pretty. I'm going very bronzy today, apparently. Good glory. But it's beautiful, right? Tiny, tiny stretching down there. She's such a good girl. Not really, but we try to tell her that she is, so maybe she would be. It's like reverse psychology. All right, let's use a product that has been forever since I held it but haven't used it. Here we are taking off the packaging. Goodness. Okay. That's quite a sticker. This is the Sunset Bronzer from Undone Beauty, but it's not a bronzer. I'm going to use it as a blush. I'm going to use these two as a blush. I have no idea who would consider this to be a bronzer. It is not me. But I thought it would look nice with this shirt, and it does. How is that a bronzer, friends? I don't know. I do love those folks that are on like Instagram and stuff, and they're putting their blush really high up, and they're like, look how it doesn't make your cheeks look so full. And I'm like, I think that's beautiful on you, but I like my full cheeks. So I put my blush where I want. You put your blush where you want, friend. There's no rules. Just enjoy it. Yes, burnt nose. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to use the bottom two as a highlighter, even though I could, because I have another highlighter that I want to use, because I got a purchase from Mercier in yesterday, and I did a bundle with the person who was selling, and this is a Burberry highlighter. I've never owned such a thing. This is the Fresh Glow highlighter from Burberry in #1 white. I mean, and I bundled it with some Tom Ford. And I just thought this was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So I bought it, because why not? So let's get the old fan brush out and highlight to filth and see how we like it. I love the pattern in it. I love, oh, okay. I mean, it's Sunday. We're highlighting. How could you not? We're going to blend in just a second, but good glory. I'm highly recommending Mercari, y'all. I've got some really nice stuff on there. I'm stalking, I have a hair or a bristle. I'm stalking some other stuff as well, because I'm, you know, on the lookout for some things that in my past I missed out on, or, you know, they were limited edition and I didn't get them. And I just keep my, my searches that I like. You can save your searches and then go and see what's new. They put the new stuff at the top so that if you've already, you know, looked at what you want and see what's new. I also snagged a Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette for a great price. And that's something that I've been stalking for quite a while. It had come out before I actually started purchasing from Beauty Bay. So I didn't have a clue that I would, you know, actually want it. And I didn't really see folks talking about it on YouTube. So I missed it, and it's no longer available. And so I've been stalking it on Mercari, and I finally got it for a great price. You get folks on there that are charging $300, you know, for a palette, and you're like, there's no way in hell I'd pay that. And that's fine. I just keep on moving, and I wait for it to become a price that I am excited about. And if that seller is down for offers, then I'll make an offer even lower than that price, and we'll negotiate and go from there. And I have gotten some great stuff. I have never been disappointed with anyone's packing or any of the products. So highly recommend. If you are a seller on Mercari, drop your name down below so I can go follow you and see what you got for sale, because I'm down for that. I don't mind products that are used by someone else who is, if they're passing it on because they don't, it doesn't work for them anymore, or it didn't work for them at all and they tried it and they're decluttering or whatever, I'm down for that. Okay, this base is everything. I look fabulous. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This is It Cosmetics Brow Power. It's still going, y'all. I can't with this stuff. Okay. That glow, though. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, let's spray the face. I think we did get done with the Jen Atkin spray, so I need to figure out the next one that I'm trying to not kill, but use up. And I think it's going to be the Tarte spray, Stay Spray. This was in some sort of gift with purchase. Usually you wouldn't put your jewelry on before you spray, but this is where we are today. Okay. Good glory, that's beautiful. Isn't it? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Why am I sorry? Let's talk about this little puppy as I stick my finger in it. This is the Hard Candy Moods Monochrome Shadows. Hard Candy. Purr, P-U-R-R. I found this on an end cap in Walmart. This was one of the 2 makeup products. I just stuck my finger in it. So 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, and I thought that looks great. So it's teeny tiny, like teeny tiny, and I like that. They had multiple shades. This was the one that I thought that I would use the happiest, which is a cool tone mauve brown taupey moment. That's just me in a nutshell. Now I know I'm wearing something warm, whatever. I don't care. Let's take a smidgen of powder and just set up here. This is just the camo powder I grabbed real quick. I'm just going to set up top. Okay. I have so many new eyeshadow palettes. I had no business buying this yesterday, but I wanted it. I really have had great luck with Hard Candy shadows, really. They work really well on me. Keep in mind, I'm incredibly fair. And so something that doesn't seem very pigmented to somebody with a darker skin tone than I would likely work just because I have a lighter skin tone. But I've also found them to be blendable and they last all day. And there's some of my palettes from way back I still have, and they were Hard Candy, and I love them. They are still great. I think the one called Birthday Suit is by far one of my most used palettes from back in the day. That's a lovely mauve little matte moment, isn't it? Okay, sis. Okay, so let's talk about what I am watching and reading, because I've had a lot of time. I actually took time off work for this surgery and the last surgery. So I've had some days off of work. Some of them I wasn't really able to read or watch because it was just survival of pain. But there were some days that I had some time to do those things. So one of the shows that I watched in its entirety is The Lincoln Lawyer. My husband said, oh, there's a movie, and I have never seen the movie with Matthew McConaughey. But you could watch the show on Netflix without having seen the movie, because I did so quite successfully. And it was quite good. We were both in the room while I watched it. I worked on a puzzle for some of it, and then just chilled and sat with Tiny for the rest of it. And it was quite good. So if you like lawyer kind of crimey shows, little drama that had some moments of humor as well, but it was quite well done, I thought. I enjoyed that very much. So yeah, this is a really nice, not super pigmented. And again, y'all, some of y'all are like, I want super pigmented. Great. This may not be for you, but if you are looking for easy does it, easy to blend, you're not going to go overboard, This is a great little palette. Make it a little bit darker. I'm going to use both shimmers too because I just want to see every shade in this palette. Reading the second in the Robin Hobb Farseer trilogy. So I started with Assassin's Apprentice, and now I'm on Royal Assassin. I'm about halfway through Royal Assassin, and I now see why a lot of folks consider Robin Hobb to be it's not canon, because it's not quite old enough to be canon, but modern canon, I guess, for fantasy writing. It's quite good. I highly recommend it. It's not, her world building is fabulous. It is not difficult to get into the world because she hasn't overly complicated it. Not a whole bunch of new words, not a whole language, none of that. Just good writing and interesting magic system and a fabulous main character. So, highly recommend Robin Hobb. Okay, that is a very easy and really pretty mauve shiny look. That's gorgeous, y'all. This would be a travel palette for me. I used to travel for a living, so I mean flying every week places. So this would have been a #1 for that. It's work appropriate. It will go with anything. I mean, I love it. That's great. Love that. Highly recommend that now that I've used it. But keep in mind, it is not overly pigmented. So if you are somebody who likes Juvia's Place pigment, not for you. But if you are a little bit intimidated by super pigmented, this is great. I love Tarte shadows for the same reason. That looked great. Okay, 10 out of 10 for that one. Huzzah. All right, I'm looking for a place to put it because the vanity is overwhelming. Let's do a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm going to use one of the old staples here on the channel. This is the Believe Beauty Metallic Liquid Eyeliner in Midnight in Paris. This is found at Dollar General, and I love it. I've had it forever. It is still going strong. It is a unique shade. The other shade that I have is called Dark Champagne. It is also a unique shade. I cannot recommend these enough. They are so very good. Both of them are very good. Let's get a little bit of mascara. I have a new mascara. This is the other thing I bought at Walmart. Only 2 things. Aren't you proud of me? I was. This is the Maybelline Colossal Curl Bounce Waterproof, and I saved the packaging so that you could see the wand without the mascara on it. So it is a slightly curved natural bristle brush, and it's waterproof. I got the waterproof version. I do like waterproof mascaras myself. They do seem to hold my curl. My curl is like as soon as it's done. And I got the very black. There it is. So we'll try this today. Okay. I don't know that I've heard anybody talk about this one either. I just saw it and I was like, that is an interesting container. And I needed to go and clear through my mascaras. It's been a while since I have, you know, thrown my mascaras into my empties. And so I needed to do that. So I went ahead and cleaned out some mascaras, and I've got a couple more slots in my mascara storage for some new ones that I'm going to pull from. I have a back stock of mascaras that I don't purchase very many mascaras, and that's because I have so many back stocked. And I've gotten mascaras gifts with purchase, and all, you know, like in kits or whatever, and so I always have mascara to try. And so it's very rare if I repurchase a mascara. And I find that quite a number of mascaras work on me. So I don't have like super finicky lashes as far as mascara goes. So let's see how this one works. Okay. Here's your first coat. Too bad. Top tier mascaras for me are Essence Lash Princess. The MAC stack is really good. I've really been enjoying that She Glam double-ended mascara, like a lot. L'Oreal Miss Mango is discontinued, but that one was a good one for me too. And I do like the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I think I've got one or two in my drawer. Maybe I'll pull that out this go around. Okay. That's not bad at all. We'll see how long the curl lasts, but there's the Colossal Waterproof Curl Bounce from Maybelline. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Y'all, I like my look today. I'm super excited about how cute I am. Let's do an inner corner highlight. And I've got my little tiny Z palette that has been through the gigs. This is like just this is like a lid setting powder. So is this one. And then these three are what I would use for inner corner highlights. So I've got, let me find here we go. Let's use the Soda Let's Be Mermaids shade that I pulled out of that palette because I only liked certain shades, and so I pulled the ones that I liked out of it. There we go. Super bright, super reflective, and I like that. So this is the Soda palette, like reflective shade. This one's also a Soda palette shade. That's just a cream matte. This is an Ochre shade. This is one from, I believe, M Cosmetics. Yeah, this is called String of Pearls. This came from her like Life palette days. This is Sugar by Wet n Wild, and all of those are great. Lid setting, inner corner highlight, easy peasy. Leave that on my vanity and it's there forever. Love this. Lips. What do I have that's new for lips? Probably too much. Let's see. What is this? What is this? It's what we're going to use. This is the Jane Iredale Hydro Pure Hyaluronic Lip Gloss. Go Beyond Gloss. Okay. Let's see. Intensely hydrating, volume boosting, gently exfoliating with lactic acid. 13 sheer to shimmering shades. So we've got these three shades. I think we're going to go with Summer Peach, the one in the middle. I don't give you too much, do they? Okay. My lips have been going through the gigs with surgery. I got intubated 2 weeks ago. It's been a journey trying to heal them, and I'm literally, it's just Vaseline. I slather on Vaseline at night, and that's helped. And then I exfoliate every day, and that's more than what I would normally not exfoliate every day, but I have been. That's pretty. It's very sheer, but that was the Summer Peach. Okay, cool. We'll put that back down there and try the other 2 shades another day. It's not very pigmented at all, but that's all right. It's just a sheer gloss. Let's put something a little bit more pigmented with it. It feels lovely though. Ooh, that's pretty. Hold on, what have I got? What do you have? Let's grab this one. This is the Sephora Cream Lip Shine in 01. We're gonna scrape most of it off of the applicator. Gosh, that smells good. Yeah, I see a little color. Okay, that's all we're gonna put. And then I'm gonna shear it out. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. Do you like it? I do. This is the look, kids. I gotta do my hair, but I can at least take it down for you so it's not so scary. This hair is getting long, y'all. Look how long this mess is. Ugh. I did go see my colorist, and she's fabulous, and it was so nice for someone to wash my hair. You know when you don't feel well? That's just a lovely feeling for somebody to wash your hair. So I was very blessed to have an appointment with her. We're probably gonna pin these back today. I don't know if I want them on my face, but I'm super grateful to have her. She is wonderful, and I am a fan of her work, but also I like her as just a human being. I'm sorry, I'm digging for a bobby pin, which apparently is in the depths of the sea here. How come bobby pins disappear like they're Jimmy Hoffa? Where do they go? I have nothing. Will this one work? Let's try Barrette. Will you work? I don't know if you'll hold my hair if it's too slick. I don't know. Let's see if we can get her to work. Are you too slick? Hair. Some of these things, if they don't have like grippy teeth, or if they're not grippy enough, that'll work. Tiny's crying. I think it's because Mr. Mugwump is right outside the door and not letting her play on the porch while he paints. We'll figure that out in a minute. But anyway, that's from Shop Miss A too. $1 for hair accessories. Go get you some, baby. See, it's gonna slide. It's gonna slide. It's okay. Ignore that. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for hanging out with me and chatting with my life right now. Let me know what you're enjoying right now. What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you using? Can you please come over and help me clean my vanity? Please. I love you all so much. Thank you for being so supportive of my channel and of me. I cannot tell you how much this channel has meant to me, and your participation in it makes it exactly what it is, which is a place of joy. Thank you again. Y'all have a great rest of your day.